this is Mary of Mary Humphrey Coaching. Today we're talking about stop trying to defend yourself to the narcissist. There are about 6 top reasons why you really don't want to go on the defense with a narcissist, or you don't want to get into the pattern or the habit of defending yourself. And let's get into those reasons. First of all, the narcissist is typically on the defense. Their intent is to make themselves look right. They also don't listen because they're already thinking about, how do I defend myself? And I know that I'm right and I'm justifying my behavior, so they're not listening to you. The more that you try to defend yourself, the more anxiety you're drumming up in yourself. And if you're wasting your time to begin with defending yourself, so why submit yourself to more anxiety? Also, when you defend yourself, it typically gives the narcissist what they want. It feeds into what they need and they want to defend themselves. There is no defend yourself to a narcissist. Narcissists project how they feel about themselves, especially covert narcissists, on you. So they don't have great self-esteem. And they also feel that you are the one that is abusive. And so they're going to project all of this back on you. And when you defend yourself, it gives them reason to put the blame on you. They're invested in their own lies. Narcissists are invested in manipulation and their own deceptive practices. So they're already shut off to the truth. It's like they don't have a good pair of listening ears. They're in the defensive mode, and the truth is their truth. It's not really the justifiable truth in a normal situation. So how do you stop them? If you don't defend yourself, how do you stop a narcissist? You don't. You simply don't. A person diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, typically the clinicians and the therapists will tell you there is no cure for NPD. Treatment generally doesn't help. So you, the person on the other side of the relationship with the narcissist, if the therapist and the clinicians can help, you're not going to be able to help the situation either. And again, you're adding more drama to drama when you try to defend yourself. You can try to set up boundaries. The boundary can look like this. You can say, when you're able to speak to me in a calm, non-abusive way, we'll discuss this later. The narcissist is not going to like this, though, because you're shutting them down. They want you to be on the defensive right then and right there. And they want you can validate their own behavior. So we can't stop the narcissists in their tracks, but we can ignore them. As hard as that can be, we can ignore them. And that would take some mental boundaries of your own. Where are you in place right now? You can ignore the situation. You can internally say, I can't change this narcissist. There's nothing I can do right in my life that's going to change their abusive ways. But I'm not going to go on the defense and point a finger at them. What I'm going to do is just stay calm, and I'm going to ignore them. So what does that look like? Let's talk about that. Now, I came up with a specific conversation where you, as an example of be calm, but be to the point. Leave out acknowledgments of the narcissist jabbing words in your conversation. That's the first way to be calm, and here's the example. You're in the conversation with the narcissist and Christmas is coming up. And you say to the narcissist, Christmas is coming up. Are we going to my sister's house? Your sister has invited you and you need to give her an answer. So the narcissist responds, you know how your sister thinks her beep does not stink. I guess you prefer that over me and want to be like the Joneses. So in this conversation, you choose to ignore that jab. And you respond to the narcissist. I need to respond to my sister with a yes or a no. Are you going? So you've taken the jab. You've not responded to it. You've just like let it go off roll off your head, roll off your shoulders. The narcissist throws another jab out there. You know, your sister's beep does not stink. And the jab that I guess you prefer that over our life. And, you know, you just want to be like the Joneses, and he or she may go on and say, you should be ashamed of yourself. But you know what? Today, you're ignoring that. You're ignoring that completely. You're just saying, I need to respond to my sister with a yes or a no. What are you going to do? So you let the narcissist know in very calm terms that I need to answer my sister with a yes or a no. And when you say, are you going? The narcissist may realize that you're going to go whether they go or not. Because they have not driven that wound into you today. When you don't defend yourself to the narcissist, you leave them with nothing to defend themselves to. So it leaves them with their own feelings. They have to deal with their own feelings at this point. Now, don't think they won't use this against you. You can be not responding, not reacting, calm, just saying, okay, this is the way it is, okay. But they may still use it against you. They'll use it to fit in with their own needs. There is another way you can deal with this. You can go what's called gray rock. And with gray rock, you become uninteresting and unresponsive. So you don't add fuel to the fire. And you don't even respond. You don't even go, okay. You just like it hasn't happened. You don't show any type of feelings whatsoever. Your objective in this is that the narcissist loses interest in you. So if you do this long enough, they may lose interest in you, and they may decide that she's not feeding me any longer. When you go gray rock, you don't feed the narcissist any longer with the response that they're seeking. You don't give them the drama. You don't give them reasons for them to say that I've been abused by this person. You just go neutral, totally neutral. They may claim that you no longer support them. So you have to have a backbone before this even happens. You have to have a strong backbone before you go gray rock. So use the gray rocking just to validate your own self. Because when you're on the defense, or if you're defending yourself to the narcissist, they're going to validate themselves through that feed. And why feed that fire? You can do this. And abuse is never okay. Emotional or physical abuse, either way, is never okay. But you can do this.